Today is the day we do all of the rep electrical in the new studio. We've done electrical once before, but this is our first time doing it completely from scratch. So it's either going to go really smoothly or we're about to learn a lot really fast.
All right, there it is.
First things first, we started with installing electrical boxes. We kept all the switch height consistent throughout. You can see here on the box there is actually a little marker for the drywall depth, so that's going to go right on the stud. We also use that little piece to match up with the line we marked for the height of the switch. And here's what it looks like once it's installed. From there, we went ahead and measured. They suggest to have an outlet every 6 feet within your build so that you don't ever have to use extension cords. And then again, we did have all of our outlets at the same height. In certain areas where we thought there was going to need to be a lot more outlets, we did do a double gang. This is where we were thinking the TV was going to go. So you can see here, we're going to have 2 outlets. This is where planning really comes into place. We knew that this was the wall we were going to put the bed on. So we measured out how wide a queen size bed was going to be and then how much space we wanted on either side so that we could have an outlet perfectly where our side tables will probably be. Now we're moving on into the bathroom. This is going to be the light switch for the closet. Again, you just really have to make sure you have everything planned out and where you want things to be and make sure it's not going to be in the way of doors or anything like that. We're back in the cottage. We are working on electrical today. We had some homework from the GC. We might be past due on our homework. But hey, we're doing it. We are drilling holes for our home runs. Hopefully getting the electrical ready. Right now what we're doing is drilling holes.
Post-hole digging.
For most of our outlets, it's going to be 9 inches above the outlet. So that's where we are going to be putting that first round of holes. You can only put, well, at least for where we live, you can only put 2 electrical wires in one hole. So we'll probably have to make other ones, but that's where we're going to start off with. So strong.
So strong.
Okay, corner.
Maybe just hand me the paddle and just... Done.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're getting ready to make the measurement and make the holes for the thing that grinds up your food waste, which I would pronounce disposal, and she pronounces disposal. Let us know below who's saying it correctly. Disposal?
S-A-L?
Disposal.
Disposal.
All right, we're gonna be doing the same thing now, going up through our blocking and then our top plates, so that way we can run them through the ceiling.
So now that Wayne, did a beautiful job with drilling the holes for our very first 2 home runs, now what we're going to do is we're going to measure how long or how much material or wire we're going to need for those 2 home runs. So the way we're going to do that is we are going to round to the nearest foot just to give us some extra material. We also need it to be 4 feet outside of our breaker box.
Breaker.
So we're gonna measure the amount inside, add 4 feet to that, and then add a foot outside of the outlet. So whatever the length is, plus a foot for the outlet, plus 4 feet for outside, so 5, that's gonna be our estimate of how much electrical we're gonna need. Feet
We need 13 feet.
of 10 by 3. That's for the stove. Next, the fridge. So what we're gonna do, also for your breaker box, how we're going to be setting it up is the most powerful things are gonna be up at the top of the breaker box, and then the less powerful things are gonna be at the bottom. So we're gonna put the stove on this very far hole, and then we can add the fridge to the next one. To the hole, so we're at 17, so we're gonna go to the nearest foot. So we'll do 2 feet here, 1 foot there, and another foot, and then 2. So that's 6 plus 5, so we're at 11
Yep.
for the fridge.
Checks out.
7 feet for 12.2, that's for fridge. There were a few electrical wires that we ran through the attic, so that's what we're measuring here. Maybe 60.
Let's do 61
1.
to make you happy. That was also my Pee Wee League football number. All right, this is rough electrical continued. About to make first cut to an exterior wall. So let's see how this goes. Show y'all how little movement we've got. That's it, not much. We got a long way to go. Let's see if we got a different attachment.
I told you to, remember? I said make sure you do 2.
Thanks.
As we went through putting all the wires through, we made sure that we labeled everything on both ends, because once the drywall goes up, you won't remember which one was which.
West.
We learned very quickly that the corners were the hardest part for threading through the wire. We did find that adding a little hook to the end was pretty helpful in getting it around that corner. Most of our living space areas had the same home run, so we literally just had to go from one gang box to the next, and it made it really fast and super easy. The bathroom was definitely the hardest area. There's just thicker wire that you have to use, and pulling it through the top there and then up to where our light was going to be just took a little bit of time to thread through. Also, please don't stand on a ladder like Wayne is standing on it currently. That is not the best way to do it. He was just not being too smart in that moment. And again, here we are making sure we mark all of our home runs and wires. These wires here, you do have to staple within 12 inches of the actual junction box. But since we have so many wires here, and this is only a 2x4 wall, we don't have a lot of space to staple everything. So what I'm going to do is cut a piece that we can attach here so that we can go ahead and just nail, or we can staple these onto that piece. I need you to pull this in.
You almost cut my eyes off. What'd you just add it over here though?
We added a piece so that I can do these staples.
Right over your shoulder, everyone's watching.
Got to get it started. Then you make sure it's nice and flat. While Wayne is working and, you know, being lazy, I'm just kidding. But while he is doing his thing, I'm gonna come in here and try to pretend like I know how to do electrical things. The GC is gone for the weekend, but we have pretty much the weekend free. We aren't doing nothing. So he gave us a laundry list of homework to work on while he is gone, and we just hope that we do it right. So what I'm doing right now is I'm installing the recess light kits. We're doing 4 in the kitchen, 1 in the bathroom above the shower, because my ladies know, or whoever likes to shave their legs, they know having a light in the bathroom, it's real nice. So we have 1 in there, 1 in the closet. Hopefully I'll do them right, but I will show you as we go. These were pretty simple to install. I would say the hardest part was just holding it up while you got the few nails in before it would hold itself up, and then you could just screw it in. So that was the hardest part, and making sure everything was square. But these are really nice because all you have to do is once the drywall is up, they just cut a hole through it and you're ready to pop in that light. All right, time to staple. So as you can see here, we've added these cripples and then we just kind of staple them on. And it's just pretty much to make it look neater. So you see neat, not neat, neat. So that's what I'm about to do right now. Now we're outside, we're just trying to do a little bit of wire cleanup. It's really nice for when your inspector comes that they can see everything clearly and marked on the box here. So we're gonna get some video of what we have done. We've been pretty crappy with filming everything that we've been doing. This is the electrical phase of the project. So we'll do a little pan over on everything that we're doing or that we have done and hopefully try to explain it a little bit. This is our first time doing electrical with a new build. So, you know, we're learning as we go. But today is hopefully our very last day of doing electrical before we have our inspection tomorrow. And fingers crossed that we actually pass our inspection. We're also adding all of our external lights and then we're pretty much done. We've done everything else internally.
The only thing I'll add is this is just the rough electrical. There's no connections made. So it's just the wire in the right places. I presume they're just gonna check to make sure all of it seems kosher, that the mapping seems right. We can start hopefully the sprint to the daggum finish.
We still have to staple down all of our wire to make it look, 1, a little bit neater, and then 2, you have to have a staple within 12 inches of the electric box so that it doesn't pull into the wall. All right, so this is pretty much what the electrical is looking like in its final stages. We also have added some hookups for our mini split that we're going to be adding later on. All of this needs to be done before we get any drywall or insulation in here. So it's looking good. We're pretty excited about it and we're pretty pumped that we learned how to do electrical.
We ended up testing electrical much later, but here's a satisfying end to the video to show you that it worked. Let's see what happens.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Keep your face
You're not touching anything, right?
Yeah. We survived so far.
Alright, first.
Hey-o!
You're 6'5".
5'9". Do you know how tall I am?
5'9".
Is that how tall you think I am? You're 6'1". Yeah,
6
on the
foot.
roster.
6 foot and a quarter.
What am I actually?
5'8".
5'7 3/4". All right, let's get to it. Can you get out of frame?